And welcome back. So, ESO Daggerfall Covenant, Episode 8. And there's The Truth in Sequence, Volume 11. I missed the other 10. Taken from the sermons, Del Trias Morvain Force Turbilon to the mainspring Everwound. I the word, I wind the gears. He whispers, you're puerile layman's. Even in the Clockwork City, bathed in oil of divine wisdom. Cry out, where are the soft grasses and babbling creeks? Where are the heady wines and rich fruits? Where are the gentle rains and sighing boughs and swaying mushrooms? Hungry babes who weep, where is the real? Ease your bellows and steady your gears. You must gaze now upon the brass-wrought truth. See the real of Tamriel Final and Nuvana Sea. What makes a thing real is the blood or the sap or the beating heart. It is the shrieking trauma of an infant's birth, the low roar of the tides, the root's thirst of water, the lazy drift of distant clouds. No, child is set. Hear the words in sequence. Can you not see that your fears spring from Lorcan's lie? Oh, isn't that the... I believe that's the creator god? Those soft forms and gentle comforts you covet, or not but coded lies, fractured creations, panacea that deadens the soul's forgotten pain. But is Sothosil's sacred city now a replication, you ask? A Nirn in miniature? Hear this, Ash child. Herrickwork City is no mere simulacrum. The copper leaves and sculpted hills are not Nirn's resemblance, but Nirn's refinement. Worldly forms made whole by the steady hand of the mainspring Everwound. Gore's unity of Tamriel Final demands convergence. A Nuvana Sea, machine made whole. Your engineering made whole. The past and the future made whole. Time all and shall be pressed, fired, and this forge sets blessed imaginings weighed and measured upon the nameless scales. Not the real, is this not the redemption of the Edada's sins? Do you see now the imparted forms of the Nirn prior, the cheap and hollow falsehoods that masqueraded as nature's splendor? Seek out the dry, hard places child is set. Anoint your tongue with his oil, fill your stomach with his nourishing grain. Cast out what was and fix your eyes upon Nirn to come. Tamriel Final and of it see. By the word, I wind the gears. They're making cyborgs in here? Oh dear. The Sultry Argonian Bard, Volume 1. There Ardain, Act 6, Scene 2, continue. Guntail, my lady. I could never perform your request. Oh, is it too fast for you? Fear that it might damage my instrument. But you seem to handle your instrument so well, my darling. You flatter me, my lady. Oh, it is such a large and magnificent piece. May I hold it? Goodness, no. Incubi would never approve of such a public display. Ah, man, it's just a private performance. Away from the noise within, where you both may enjoy your tremendous talent. Wait for me to accompany you to your room. Indeed I do, my sweet. Indeed I do. Act 6, Scene 2. Alright, then. Lives of the Saints. By the Tribunal Temple. You be wise, model your lives and the lives of the Saints. You learn valor, fellow Saint Nerva the Captain. Patron of warriors and statesmen. Lord Nerva helped unite the barbarian Dummer tribes into a great nation, culminating martyrdom with leading the Dummer to victory against the evil Dwemer, the traitorous House Daggers in the Battle of Red Mountain. Is that... I don't know if that's main character Morrowind or not. We would learn daring, follow Saint Veloth the Pilgrim. Cast and spiritual seeker, Saint Veloth, prophet and mystic. Let the Dwemer out of the decadent home country of the Somerset Isle and into the promised land of Morrowind. Saint Veloth always taught the difference between the good and bad Daedra, and they did the good Daedra for his people while teaching how to carefully negotiate with the bad Daedra. We learn generosity, follow Saint Realms the Barefooted, patron of pilgrims and beggars. Saint Realms gave away her shoes and dressed and appeared as a beggar to better acquaint herself with the poor. Learn self-respect and respect for others. Follow Saint Elor the Penitent, patron of tanners and miners. This foul criminal repented his sins and traveled the circuit of the great pilgrimage on his knees. If you would learn mercy and its fruits, follow Saint Seren Merciful, patron of brewers, bakers, and distillers. His pure virgin and modest aspect could heal all disease at the price of taking disease upon herself. My name Fearless, she took on the burden of others and bore those burdens in honored old age. We learn fierce justice, follow Saint Felms the Bold, patron of butchers and fishmongers. Brave warlord, slew the Nord invaders and drove them from our lands. Could neither read nor write, receiving inspiration directly from the lips of all Miss Vivi. We learn the rules of law and justice, follow Saint Olms, the just patron of Chandlers and clerks, founder of the Ordinators. Helms conceived and articulated the fundamental principles of testing, ordeal, and repentance. Benevis, following dealt with the wise, patron of potters and glassmakers. Dylan was head of House Indrill, a skilled lawyer, and many learned treatises on tribunal law and customs. You learned the love of peace. Follow Saint Mary's peacemaker, patron of farmers and laborers. As a little girl, Mary showed healing gifts and trained as a healer. She had a long and bloody house war, intervening on the battlefield in a white robe to heal warriors and spellcasters without regard to faction. Well, the troops of all houses adopted white robes as their standard and refused to shed the blood of their brethren. If you would learn reverence, follow Saint Leolthus the Pious, painter of tailors and dyers, interviewing companion of the tribunal, and the best loved Alma Rula of the tribunal temple, familiar with the central rituals and principles of the new temple faith. Saint Leolthus is a similar moral bridge between the gods and their faithful, the archetypal priests. Is he just tapping the ground? You okay, mate? Huh. Oh boy, do I get to search all these? Sadly, no. Huh. Barely cutting it. There you go, you've been whipped. Oh, I'm already here. And knock him down. Not that it's gonna ever hit me. Do I have like one piece of light armor? What's that, like, sound? I don't know what that means. No, you don't. He can't even, like, really take damage unless I leave him in a trap. Yeah, that sound. Oh. You know, other than, like, the little tutorial thing about picking, I haven't really done that much. Okay, then. Weird. Yeast. Breaking the Cycle of Tyranny. By Alalis. The brash young kingdoms of the Covenant want to reestablish the Empire of Men. They are too callow and immature to realize how the Empire was a failed experiment whose... Isn't that? Yeah, that's what I have. That's what I'm in. How immature to realize that the Empire was a failed experiment whose time has passed. Now is a time of crisis for all unlearned, and Tamriel cannot afford to have those unlearned barbarians saying Cyrodiil and jeopardizing efforts to stave the war off world-destroying doom. In our pact will not allow the Daggerfall Covenant to another bloody-handed dynasty of imperial tyrants. Time and again throughout history, armies of men have marched in from the rim of Tamriel to conquer its center. Enjoying a brief amount of power before slipping into inevitable discord and decay. It's time to strike the cycle once for all. We need to defeat the armies of the Covenant, depose their kings, and bring their chastened successors to a new Tamriel pact where wiser heads shall prevail. So I assume this is we're Imperial Orcs and Britons? No. We're Red Guards. Let's see, I know, yeah, it must be. Because I know Almery Dominion is, High Elves, Khajiit, and, Bosmer. And then, Ebonheart is, Dunmer, Nords, and, Lizard Meme people. Whatever they're called. Chanting increase to 2. How extensive. Enigma of the Runestones. My telling of the Artificer. The origin of the mystic runestones found scattered across Tamariz was here and uncertain. Are you sure it's not from the Stone of Jazz? Even their nature and material composition is a matter of hot debate among the sages of the Crystal Tower. The venerable Ansarin, Sapiac of mythohistory, holds certain difficult passages in Tornan's journal indicate the runestones were already here when the foresailor arrived from Old Admirus. Nolan, the many-hued, Sapiac of enchantment, contends that they date from the early Merithic era. You know, the unintended consequence of an Iliad's wizard's experiment gone awry. Much of their origins, after generations studied by the finest magical minds of the Somerset Isles, their various properties are nearly all but identified, and their uses in the enchantment of arms, armor, and ornament understood. For general classification, they fall into 3 categories, which mean later-day mages have the potency, aspect, and essence. Enchantment purposes, there are 3 types of runestones can be understood as mystically complementary, for only by combining one of each category can the enchanter create a glyph. It's a magical substance we use to endow an item with sorcerer's power. Or, though we know not how to use runestones to create magical items, remains, what are they? You name the 3 standard categories, potency, aspect, and essence. Boy, what does that mean? Even the great furries, Antic, who gave them these names, he, when asked what the memory of shouldn't reply, those are the names that feel right to me. And the fact that there are 3 kinds of runestones generate debate, as it seems to contradict an Ep8 theorem, which poses that duality is the foundation of the Orbis. Cameron, we of linear research said it's impossible that there are only 3 types of runestones, and spent the last 200 years of his life searching for a 4th, convinced that proper classification such a needs to appear in dual pairs. He never found this protonic runestone, which he dubbed celerity, but he insisted upon until then that the series was sound. Is Cameron right? Do celerity runestones exist? Or in some state of reality that makes them imperceptible to normal mortals? Question is so far unanswerable. Probably. The Quarks. Oh no, anti-neutrinos. Alright, first boss.
At last. Defeat this monstrosity, but don't kill it. Must reclaim my power.
I'll try.
More of them, take heed!
Okay, that's kind of ridiculous. Am I supposed to be able to do this? Why am I allowed to just revive here? Oh, goodbye, health.
More shadows?
It's probably because I hit the wrong one. Yeah. Yeah, that, I just... Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, how do I stop that? Huh. Some potion.
the shadows! It's making more of them!
Yeah, I notice. Hopefully I can do this. I don't. Everything on the floor is red. Oh, come on. Oh, fuck off. I don't understand why I'm able to just infinitely revive.
It's duplicating itself! Beware! Stand back.
There you go.
Time to reclaim what is mine. Maliad keviet tehir! Devakrokad sint morad! Finally.
That worked.
You never know how much you miss a thing until it tries to kill you.
We might have a problem.
More ridiculous machines? I've had enough of this.
That's supposed to be at full power.
We still have a long way to go.
Yeah, I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? And I don't have... Well, I haven't looked for health potions, to be fair. Obsidian, also known as Social Sill after its creator. The great intricate mechanism that duplicates the mythic structures of Nirn, telling miniature only Set himself knows its true purpose.
Behold, a clockwork city. Finally. Sothasil's brass fortress waits at the end of this road. We should go there at once.
Oh!
To find out who sent us on that delightful jaunt through the new Martis.
Wow, that's so yeah, we are in the little tiny place. Yeah, you can actually... Yeah, that's the sphere. Hi. Oh, so much for that. And nothing. Oh, those types of guilds. So those are all fake, huh? Is that the brass fortress? I would assume so. Yeah, I just want to be pointing in the way of doing all the quests. Verminous Fabricant. Yeah, so it is at least partially real. Oh, okay, I didn't realize it would explode. You know what it is? It's like Man at Legs from Pikmin 2. That's a game I really want to play again, but I can't necessarily, can I? Because it's too far from the list. Is that an actual tree back there? Probably not. Oh, it's a Brasilisk. The little snake fellow. But it can't actually hurt us, apparently. Just pipes. Oh yeah, replication. Oh, I just actually have a pickaxe. Good.
More important matters to attend to? Fine. Conclude your business quickly and meet me at the Brass Fortress.
Alright, see ya. I mean, I just wanted to explore. Nope, that's definitely replicant, I guess. Fabricant? Yeah, fabricant. A dancing spider. Okay, I don't know if that's a... Oh my god. I don't know if they shoot lightning. I would assume not. I presume that's how they get around, you know, if it spits acid instead it spits lightning. What are these? Runestone. Okay then. It's a very wooden-looking knife we had there. Oh, Sothanal. So that deserved transcendence, may your song be heard. He is the very piston in the sigh of every spring. Never the captain. Hanging friends to Norton, may we ever seek his wisdom and his forgiveness. Offerings. Vic, the water warrior, the blade, and the lyre. Truth and falsehood. First a metaphor, long may he tread the paths of Nern, long may he seek what he desires. Yeah, so that's the guy I gotta meet. The offensive mourner. Let all heed the lesson the mourner, where Osmizzi's wrath, her living's favorite son. Curse, curse, curse him, calamity, tyrant's king. I don't understand any of this. Hi. Apparently we can't be friends for some reason. Huh. He's streaming? What is... okay. Let's knock him over. Howdy. Oh, so much for... Why are they just attacking me? Is my health less? I don't know. Missing some rivets there. You would have thought that, let's be explained. What is this supposed to be anyways? Is it... Oh, is this like the tower that, determines whether it's warm or cold? I really like that sound. Epic acquire. That was short. I did not expect someone to take everything. Pilgrim Artifice. Clothier refinement. Captain clothiers must refine raw materials. Raw materials such as raw jute or leather scraps and double-click them to assign the refinement slot. See refine, select creation to craft an item. Okay, but I got a call, so I'll be right back. Alright. Viridian dust. Volcanic viridian used to make a buoyant armature equipment. Oh, their creation. That type of apparel you wish to craft, select material in a style, trace and require, but research, press R. Remember you can only cast styles you know and style materials are required. Here you can. Very close here. Give me everything. Nope. Deconstruct. And only deconstruct. Okay. Unfathomable darkness. Improvements. Looking at an improvement slot. Remove an X to clear. If you don't use enough tannins, an item may be destroyed in the process. Hemming. Requires interesting. Research. How many years to research? R to confirm research. Jerkins. Jack. Impenetrable. Bonus damage taken from player critical hits and durability damage from set items and quest reward items. Sure. Unseen potential of clockwork, okay? I literally could not see it, so... A man can look upon an acorn and see it for what it is. You simply know its shape, its size, its color. And assuming discovered among the leaves and dirt, any child could tell you those facts. Merely a child could also imagine how it will become the acorn, given simple knowledge. Possibility who among us does not know an acorn could one day become a tree? I don't know. Find out who next time, though, so... I guess, I don't know. Enjoy the city, you know, too. See ya!